No, Dennis, one of the things I know, we do a whole class on objections and all sorts of different kinds of objections, different situations. And then we're going to do a super deep dive on these, but there's certain ones you just have to know.
Gotta get them, right? Gotta have them.
My experience is you won't knock on a door if you're worried about these things. It will help you have the confidence to knock on a door. And the small thing, guys, is there's never been a time it's more important that you understand body language, that you understand how to read people, because this is someone that you have to build value with. You don't need to create that, but you have to know some quick objections. So do you want to just bounce through a few?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool.
That'd be great. So, go ahead. What's the first one, Phil?
I don't want to list my house as a realtor.
Well, this is something. This is how a buy owner says hello to you. Okay. So, and you say, you can say, I can understand how you feel. Believe me, and this is what I used to say to them. If I felt I could save my family thousands of dollars, I'll tell you, I would be all in, and I get it. And I'm not here, this is important if you're at the door or you're on the phone, I'm really not here to list your home, but to offer you a free service that could help you in selling your home as an owner. It's part of what we do for private sellers here in our community. And then you would move into a specific benefit, talk about how it works.
Free stuff.
Free stuff. Yeah, there you go.
I was kind of like this one because I love the answer, and I don't like real estate salespeople, or I don't like real estate agents, or I don't like salespeople in general.
Yeah, and the way to do that one is to be compassionate and say, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that," and mean it. Say, it sounds like you had a bad experience, and I'm really sorry to hear that. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened? There's obviously a reason you feel that way. Could I ask what it is? And let them tell you their story, okay? And listen empathetically and ask some questions about it. And in the process of doing that, the barriers are coming down and there's a bond that's gradually forming. I used to love it when people would tell me that, because it gave me an opportunity to be genuine and sincere and empathetic with them.
And so you might be right. They might have had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you talk to enough expired listings and for sale by owners, and some of them had unfortunate experiences.
So your job is to show them the other side of it. I used to know that. My job is to
get this flipped. Yeah. I want you to be, I would like you not only to feel really good about the experience with me, I want you to be a raving fan of realtors when you're done. I mean, I want to turn this thing on its head for you. But you don't say that right then. You just take your time with it.
That's the goal. So what about I have a friend in the real estate.
Well, there's a lot of different ways to go with that. And we teach a lot about that in the objections class. I would encourage you to know a little bit about it. And you never know when this objection is going to surface. So you not only need to know it with buy owners, and also even people that you know. They may have another friend they think is a better friend or something like that. So perhaps I know them. Are they full or part-time? That's a way to begin the conversation. It's really super that you have trust and confidence in someone. I think that's fantastic. What I'd like to do is to show you what I have to offer, the programs and services that I have to offer. You can make an objective decision based on the facts. You may decide you have two friends in the real estate business. And I always smiled and laughed when I said that. And, there are ways to get past this. And, the last one I always use with FSBOs is, the services that I've offered you, the programs, the free CMA, the staging, etc. Those are free of charge and are obligation. And I like to perform them for you because it's an opportunity to show you that I'm a real estate professional, and maybe you might want to revisit who you want to work with at some point in time. But it doesn't matter to me. I'd like to do the free CMA for you or whatever you offer. So
I was
just take your time with these people.
I always thought that was more of a smoke screen than a real reason.
Yeah.
Because if they're really a close friend you're listed with them, they'd be listed, right?
Yep.
So how about do you have someone interested in selling my house,
Yeah.
Mr. Agent? Yeah. Do you got a buyer?
I'd love to tell you yes, okay? But I don't. I don't have somebody right now. But if you have someone, perhaps using some of the programs that we've talked about, maybe we can help you put a transaction together. Here's a really, really powerful question if you're going to work with somebody that's considering private selling. And I just loved this. This is not my language. It's something I learned from someone else. It says, if I had a buyer who was willing to pay you a price that would net you the money you wanted after our cost, would you consider working with us on that basis? Basically, you're saying, if I can get you the money you want, would you be willing to work with us and cooperate with us and perhaps pay us a fee, the fees necessary to make it a good use of our time? And if somebody says no to that, that's usually a red flag for me. I need to get out. So that was one of my favorite questions. It's kind of a qualifying question for you. So these are some objection responses. We do teach these. We do them a deep dive in objections class, but somehow we just felt like we wanted to go over them a little bit with you in this session.